Hello. Happy, beautiful, yeah, Sunday. Um, just thought I'd get on here because it's going to be one of those sparse, maybe I will get on, more than likely starting next week, I'll start getting on here once a week, depending on how I feel, how tired I am. Let's see here. If anybody's been on my Facebook and read my two posts, I think it was yesterday afternoon or yesterday morning. Um, It was a chime in about our wedding and a new job. I'll start with the wedding part. No, it's not called off. No cold feet. None of that. He's got a new job. He starts tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, one of the days. Yeah, he's Monday. I'm Tuesday. Um, starts Monday, so his schedule is going to be completely going off the charts, and so and then I've got a good group of friends that have that work at a company, and they've been begging and begging and begging me to work there, and they know my medical history. They know I'm doing the Bruner treatment, the tinctures, all these herbal supplements. I have good days, bad days. I have some horrid days. They've seen it all for the past over 3 years actually, and they've been begging and begging, and one of my friends, her name's Stacy. I'm not going to say the company name. I'm not going there on any of that. Offered for me to work there on my hours, depending on how I feel. If I'm flaring, or my arthritis flares, or my fibromyalgia, or my back, or my neck, or the sun, the moon, you name it. Because I still have my good days and bad days. So it's a 50-50 right there. They're willing to work with me, so it'll be short, part-time working hours. If I'm feeling good, I'll work. I'm supposed to start Tuesday, and I work just a short little shift, and it keeps me active, keeps trying to get my head back to a functioning state, so I can actually, because I've got a degree, I've got a brain, I just got to get it to working again. So I jumped on that train and said, okay. So I'm happy because I've not worked in over 8 years. I have been sick for the past 8 years, and that's a long time before I started posting videos, which I think I've only been posting videos for 3 years, maybe 4. I'm not quite sure, 3 or 4 years, but I've had it. It came out of remission 8 years ago. So that's when I had to stop working, and then, taking antibiotics, they ruined my guts. And then, finding your path, your way, your little nook of what works, which I'm always that person. I will fight what I'm continuing with at the moment. I do not over I don't try and fight everything at the same time. I just can't do that. And I do prefer fighting all the co-infections first, because really, fighting the main Lyme disease. Now, yes, I do have to fight the Rocky Mountain spotted fever daily, because I do deal with that. It's not in remission. It keeps bouncing in and out of remission. So it's 6 months to a year I'm in remission. 6 months to a year I'm back out. So I am not in remission for anything, except for Coca bacilla. That one I am in remission of, which is a yeast growth. It grows not just in the female part anatomy, but it grows in your gut. So that got put in remission a couple months ago. But I'm squirrel training it everywhere. So there's 2 other young ladies that work there who have family members that have Lyme disease but no co-infections, or has Lyme and Rocky Mountain and battling it right there at work. So it's a great female and one male, because he deals with the C. diff, and it has destroyed his guts like it destroys so many of us. So he's still it's an on-day battle, constantly medication. So it's like a job that has, and I never knew it until recently, it's the job that has my whole county's Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and co-infections all in one company, battling this all together. So we're all teammates, we're all warriors, we're all soldiers helping each other. I did not know this. I never knew their story. They knew mine, but they never opened up and told me, hey, well, this young lady, and this, nobody ever told me they battle it too. So it's like a company full of Lyme warriors and co-infections. So I had to say yes. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on board, because you all understand the flares. You all understand the moon, and good days, bad days. You're standing there 1 minute and you're freezing to death, and the next hour you're pouring sweat. You're not feverish. You're not sick. And you just get me into a freezer. So I did not realize this group that I love to death, that I've known for almost 3 years, almost every one of them has either a family member or are battling it. And it's not awesome because they have it, because it's not awesome. But it's great to see so many of us Lyme warriors in one company. And I had no clue, no freaking clue about it. And that's why I said yes. So, I mean, they are starting, and every person that came in and got hired who has it, they did the same way they're doing me. They let them work at their own speed. If they feel bad or you're burning up, they shove them to the freezer so they can cool down. They let you bring your tinctures, which I'm on the Bruner protocol. I take tinctures plus all this herbal get-go. So they let us bring our medicines and do our treatments while we're there. You know, certain treatments, like if you're having to take shots, which my shots are in the morning, so I'm good. So that has to be done before you come to work, so I understand that. So that's a plus. So I can bring my daily treatments, or just what I need, because I usually do 2, 4, 6 in bed. Well, 2, 4, 6 in my bed medicine is to help my guts, so I can have an actual bowel movement, because my guts don't work no more, right? They don't. They cannot go from point A to point B. So I have to do herbal medications to keep me regulated. So that's my not bedtime medicine. But I'm getting off the point. But they're doing me like the rest of the crew, and I didn't know. I really didn't, and it's eye-opening how many people are in one company that are battling this disease. So that's a plus right there, and that they are backing everybody in there 100% with it, because we all have those brain issues, but we all work together. So that's my happy news. So I'm going to be starting off with 20 hours, raising it as I go. If I feel like I can do more, I'll do more. But with my schedule and my husband's schedule, it's like we're going to have to either push our wedding date ahead or push it back. So, because we can't do it on a Saturday, because some Saturdays I work, some Saturdays he'll be working. So we can't do Saturdays. And the preacher who was supposed to marry us, now there's a state law, a law that passed in June, that not all preachers can marry somebody, and he's one of them. So now we're having to take other venues, and we wanted it to be outside, do it outside and everything like that. And now we've got to hunt down a preacher outside the one we wanted to come and do the service. So, and now we're having to reset the date either before the 21st of September or in October. And more than likely, we're going to be probably doing it, before September 21st. So any of my family members that watch this, it'll probably be before September 21st. He's still got to find his birth certificate, but he lives in the state he's born in, so he can go right up to the courthouse and get his. So my situation is, I'm from Florida, so Florida's giving me a big hassle right now. They've got my birth certificate on hold because I got to get a Xerox copy of my driver's license and then mail it to them, and then they'll send me my birth certificate. So I got to do that. I got to go up tomorrow with my husband and Xerox copy my birth certificate and mail it out for the 2-day mail. Once they get it, then I think they're doing it. Yeah, then it'll get back here in a couple days, 2 to 3 days. So I'll have mine, but we're hoping, we know his is in the house. We just have not found it. Or should I say he's not looked, expecting me to, and now it's like, So we've got to find his, otherwise he's going to have to purchase one. Other than that, it's him in a new job. He starts Monday. He had a great job where he was working. It's the point, he didn't let his age, I'm trying to do this delicately. My husband has had multiple, he's worked in, as bodyguards to famous bands. And he don't let nobody bully him or bulk up to him, thinking, especially some 20-year-old. And some 20-year-old bulked up to him at work, and my husband answered his bulking call. So that's what happened. He just don't work well around others. I don't know what to say on that one. In the situation, I'd have done the same thing, sick or not. I'd have went off. I'd have bulked back at him. This 20-year-old who thinks, they don't stink, and I don't know, but he got a job immediately. It's just he starts tomorrow, and then I start Tuesday. So where he's going back to what he's good at, and he don't have to be in four walls and deal with little punk 20-year-olds. Because my husband's going to be 49 this month. He does not. Just because he's 49 does not mean he still don't have the bark and the bite and the backup. He does. And he needs to go back to what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he does. So it's been chaotic. It really has. Let's see here. That's first wedding, job, his job, my job. Tickled pink about it. I am scared. I'm dealing with my neck. And right below it, the center of my shoulder, literally straight to the back. Shoulder blade is on fire. My neck is on fire. I think it's because I'm not used. I haven't worked in over 8 years, so I'm like, I got to get all my ducks in a row. I need to make sure my house is clean before I go to work. I need to make sure all my laundry's done. Because when I used to work, I made sure everything was done. So when I come home, it was already done in the crock pot, because we all love those instant crock pots or instant pots now. Set it, forget it, and come home and eat it, and that's it. So I've not had to do that in many, many years. So, and I used to be, I would pre-make the meals for the week. So all you do is bring them out in the morning, shove them in the instant pot, and cook on low all day so it's ready when you get home. So I have been chaotically meal planning or meal prepping, already prepping the meals. So they're already done. They're stuck in the freezer. All I got to do is put them in the Instapot for the day. Done. I've been doing laundry crazy. Our son, not my son, my husband's son, his only son, came up for the weekend. That was great. Got to spend time with him. My red car, my Mazda back here, we had went to crank it. I let my husband in it to crank it, and he broke the clutch chain. So now, there it is. Because I'm like, we need to get that running. I want my car running. And he's, big man in a little itty bitty tuna can, and broke the clutch cable, chain, whatever it is. And I'm like, oh my goodness, here's more money pouring out. Nope, not doing it. Find somebody who wants it for parts, sell it. So we're getting rid of the car, selling it. And I'm like, I already found a car I want. You keep this car you bought for me I didn't want. Sell my red car. You keep the gray one, and I'll go get me my own. So that's the situation on that. But today he's out riding. About 45 minutes away. He went to go see his father, who lives in Jonesville, I don't know, some other county, almost an hour from us, because his father a month ago was diagnosed. Originally, it was disturbing because a friend of his called everybody and says he's got bone cancer. And I'm not laughing at this, I'm not making fun of it, but she stressed everybody out saying he's terminally ill and he's got bone cancer. Cancer all in his bones. Come to find out, it wasn't bone cancer. Been there, done that. It's called leukemia. I've dealt with leukemia. I've dealt with epiglottic cancer. I've dealt with it. And I'm in remission, so I'm good. But come to find out, it was prostate cancer. And it's like, why did you even go around telling everybody it was bone cancer when it was male anatomy? So that really upset us all. And now nobody has seen him in a month. Nobody. He won't answer his phone, won't do anything. And we do feel there's a reason. He ended up getting a male pump. I don't know what that really is. I do, but I'm not going in on it here. Some kind of male pump put in him. And it malfunctioned, and they had to surgically remove it. And then I'm like, nah, I wonder if that wasn't the reason why it messed your prostate up. But my husband went over there, since he's not answering nobody, don't come and visit anymore. And he was visiting, he was nothing. And he doesn't want to do treatments. He doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to stay at his house and die. And that really pisses us off. Because, I mean, you can get treatment for that. You can live longer. But he's in one of those, I'm going to sulk and pity, and I want everybody to sulk and be pitiful and sorry that I'm dying. Well, do the treatment, man. You can do the treatment. You're choosing to die. So, but yeah, he's over there my husband, since he's the eldest out of the kids, going over there and having a good talk with his daddy, because this is ridiculous. You got the insurance to do the treatment, and you're refusing so you can sulk and have everybody pity party you. Poor me. I'm sorry. So I agree with what my husband's doing. So he's on his motorcycle, and he went to go over there and check him out. Yes, little girl. See, my first or second post yesterday was about my Shih Tzu. You guys, if you've watched me for, I think it's past 3, 4, 5 years, I've done posts since before I moved. My little Shih Tzu, Pandora, she's 10, so that makes her 70. They usually don't live longer than 13 to 15 years. And and she's been out in the pen with my pit for the past 2 years. No, past year. I'm sorry. She got to roam free, and she was fine. This was the first year they lived in a fenced-in area because of where we live. And she started going where she didn't want to come out of the doghouse. You never knew she was there. You thought she was dead in there, and you'd have to come in and check inside the dog pen and go, are you alive? And what is today? Today's Sunday. So Friday, when our son came up, he went and he looked at her, and she wouldn't come to him. And I mean, he was raised with her. Our son, for 10 years, all the kids, my grandkids were all raised up with her and Hades. And I went and I looked at her that afternoon. He's like, something's wrong with her. And I'm like, well, is she going blind? Because it's like she couldn't see, but she could. And then it was like she wouldn't hear no matter how much you called her. She wasn't registering. So I got in, opened their back fenced-in area, and went and looked at her and noticed her eyes were severely sunken in. She just looked. She didn't look Pandora. Yeah, she's 10. I know she's black and white, but the black's going gray, like her mama here. And we usually have the backyard treated for fleas, mosquitoes, and everything like that. But the mosquitoes have been really, really bad this year. And I was looking at her, I'm like, oh, well, I know it's not fleas or sand fleas, any form of fleas, because it's all treated. And I'm wondering if it was the mosquitoes, because she looked lethargic. She looked like she was sick. And I'm like, okay, has she been tick bit? Because, I mean, we do the treatment, so I don't. But just because you do the treatment doesn't mean a tick can't still bite them. I'm just being honest. So and we're wondering if it's not when it rains here, we have a stream and it's a pond all in my backyard. 150, 200 feet away, or 200 yards, or whichever it is, that's swampy. And we're wondering if, because she's allergic to fleas, she's allergic to a lot of things, if the mosquitoes, she's had a mosquito bite and it's got her sick. So to stop beating around the bush, Shelly. Brought her in yesterday and I was in tears. I'm like, this girl ain't gonna last to winter, let alone through winter. So brought her in, gave her tea tree treatment, because that's the only kind she needs on her, because her skin, she's so allergic to so much. So did her treatment, gave her a bath, and she looks oldly right now because she's got tea tree oil on her to help with the, because she's so allergic to even the sand she's allergic to, and it breaks her out and it causes hot patches and she loses her hair. So she looks like hell froze over. I'm sorry, but it's true. She looks like she's been ate up from one end to the other because the hot patches. But I'm like, I had to tell Lonnie, that's my husband, yeah, she ain't gonna make it to winter, or she's not gonna make it through winter. She's 10 years old. I mean, she's 70. We need to bring her in. Hades is fine. He's 3. He's not allergic to nothing. There's no fleas on him. There's no ticks on him. He's happy-go-lucky as long as you put him on a runner. She can't do it. So I pretty much put my foot down, brought her in, gave her a bath. She still knew where to go to eat. She knew where to go lay down when she lays down. She knows to go to the door when she still has to pee potty. And then when we're in at night and we're sleeping, she knows how to use a pee pad. So she's all there. But I do notice her. And she's had multiple seizures. So I'm wondering if she's had a seizure and it's gotten her, because she's a Tibetan lap dog. So thick hair. And even though we keep it shaved, they still overheat. So I don't know what's happened to her. But she's underneath me right now. But let's see here. I'm trying to think of everything else. I am going to try and get to post with you guys at least once a week to give you an update on everything that's going on now with me, a new happy job. Yay! And I mean, it's going to be good pay. It's not the point of I want the money. Money's good. That's fine. It just helps me. But also, it gives me insurance so I can get this side and of my mouth, of my teeth fixed, because of being all the antibiotics and all of it constantly making me sick, and I'm throwing up, which throwing up acid, it has ruined your teeth. And I do have cavitations that need to be reopened and infection taken out. It gives me all the insurance I need so I can get this taken care of, and I can get back into my a normal LLMD or a herbalist, whatever, whatnot. So, I mean, that's great. I'm not there for the money. It's good money, though, but I'm going stir crazy. There's only so much you can do besides sulk, because your body is going down, and you don't want it to yet. And I feel this will give me some enlightenment, so I'm not constantly going, well, you'd be working if you weren't hurting, and if you wouldn't be hurting if you didn't have this or this or this or this. So I'm trying to go a different venue to better myself. And I mean, it may not work out. It may fall straight through, because my body may fall. My body may give up, and I'm afraid that's what's going to happen. But I'm going to give it up my all, and like I used to, and see where it goes from there. But other than that, guys, hopefully you have a beautiful Sunday. It's getting hot out here. Look for your silver lining. Look for your shimmy, your shake, your shimmy, your shake, your sprinkle. Do I say that differently? Look for your sprinkle, your sparkle, your shimmy, your shake. That's why. All right, or whatever. And may you have a blessed Sunday. And I will keep in touch with you guys at least once a week on my day off. Because right now it's going to be few and very sparse. So when I get a day off, I'll catch up with you guys and let you know how the day is going. Other than that, don't let no one get you down. Don't let nobody tell you you're not sick when you are. Everybody's different. Just because we got the same disease names does not mean you should be sick as them or worse than them or better than them. So just keep fighting the good fight. And until next time, God bless, guys, and I love you.